Hello, my name is Ms. Schendel, and I am going to be going over research-based reading remediation strategies for 6th through 8th grade. It's crucial to have a knowledge of a wide range of research-based reading remediation strategies, as it's crucial for ensuring that the unique needs of each student are being met. Before getting into some of the remediation strategies, I first will go over the difference between reading intervention and reading remediation strategies. Starting with reading intervention. It is a more extensive process that includes assessments and data to see where the students are struggling, and then we use that information to address specific areas of need. An example of this is students take an assessment and then receive help based on the data from those assessments. The students would be taken aside or even out of the classroom to receive extra help in those identified areas. The next one for reading remediation strategies is they are incorporated into normal instruction and are where the teacher corrects small parts of a concept that students are having trouble with. An example of this could include the teacher is reteaching a small part of a concept that needs to be reviewed by the entire class, and through reteaching that, it can help with students' overall understanding of the concept. So an example, the teacher is reteaching a small portion of the concept and then reviews it as a class to be able to help with the overall understanding of the concept for each student in the class. And now that we have an understanding of reading remediation and reading intervention, I can move into some assessments that can be used, that we can take the data from and apply it to help identify the correct areas of need for the student. Okay, now running records assessment is a systematic method for observing and recording a student's reading behavior during an oral session, and is a 3-part process to determine a student's appropriate reading level. The information from this assessment would produce data for 3 areas, including reading accuracy, fluency, and comprehension. The information can then be used to inform the kind of appropriate remediation strategies for students, such as targeted phonics instruction, vocabulary development, and comprehension strategies. The next assessment is informal reading inventory, which is a comprehensive assessment and is administered individually. It will help determine needs in literacy in the areas of word recognition, reading strategies, comprehension, and accuracy. This test will produce data that can be used to figure out students' reading levels and can help guide the selection of appropriate reading strategies to provide scaffolded support to help the student get to the next level. Now, for some reading remediation resources include Reading Plus, which is an adaptive literacy resource that helps improve fluency, comprehension, vocabulary, stamina, and motivation, and helps students become more proficient readers. Students will be given an assessment, and then based on that assessment, the students will be assigned to a reading level, and from there, they will progressively get more difficult. This is commonly used in schools for improving skills among students in grades 6 through 8th, struggling with reading. Another online resource that we could use is a technology-based program that is designed for students in grade 6 and up. It offers differentiated instruction, it adjusts to each student's reading level, and it helps accelerate their literacy growth. This resource includes things such as comprehension activities and assessments to help gauge the student's understanding and critical thinking skills. It's truly great for older students as well who are having reading difficulties. It can help them catch up and also build their academic vocabulary. Reading remediation settings are also very important and all depend on what the needs of the student are, whether they need more specialized instruction and that be one-on-one, or if they work in a group setting that can be more generalized with students who are having difficulties in the same area. So some of these remediation settings include one-on-one, which is used when a student is requiring more intensive and more personalized support, or there is small group, which is used when students need targeted support, but would also benefit from interaction with peers and collaboration, or we got in class, which is used for students who need a little bit of support, but can still keep up with the regular curriculum, or we have pull out, which is used for students when they require more intensive specialized instruction and cannot be given in the general education classroom. And then the last one I'll be going over is technology-based, which is used for students who have various reading challenges, including maybe some challenges with disabilities. Now going into some examples of reading remediation strategies. Okay, so first we have the Orton-Gillingham approach, which is a multi-sensory, structured, and sequential method for teaching reading. It includes engaging multiple senses, including sight, hearing, and touch, to help students better connect with what they are learning and really internalize language skills and improve decoding skills. Students should become more proficient at breaking down words into individual sounds and blending them. Enhanced spelling abilities are also a part of that. The multisensory approach reinforces the connection between sounds and letters, improving spelling and writing skills also. It also has increased phonemic awareness, which students should develop a better understanding of the sounds that make up words, improving their overall reading fluency. The next reading remediation strategy that you could use for grades 6 through 8 include reciprocal teaching. Reciprocal teaching is a traditional research-based strategy that involves a structured dialogue between students and teachers. It focuses on 4 key comprehension strategies, including predicting, questioning, clarifying, and summarizing. Improved comprehension also results from reciprocal teaching and helps students actively engage with the text, leading to better understanding and retention of information. Another thing that this test helps with is increased metacognition, which students become more aware of their thinking processes, learning to monitor and adjust their comprehension strategies as needed. It also enhances their critical thinking. The strategy encourages students to think critically about the content, fostering a deeper understanding and analysis of the material. Okay, now moving to the last portion of this presentation. Now for some at-home reading remediation strategies that you as the teacher could recommend. The first at-home reading remediation strategy involves establishing a daily routine that combines independent reading with fluency practice. Parents are encouraged to designate a specific time for their child to read independently, selecting books that align with the child's reading level. Additionally, parents can incorporate fluency practices by having the children read short passages multiple times, focusing on increasing speed and accuracy. Teachers can provide guidance on book selection, fluency techniques, and suggest data tracking methods such as maintaining a reading log and recording fluency techniques, and also suggest data tracking methods such as maintaining a reading log and recording the fluency progress. The expected outcomes include improved fluency and enhanced reading comprehension as a result of consistent practices. The second strategy that centers on phonics and vocabulary development through interactive games and activities. Parents are recommended to integrate phonics games both online and offline that reinforce letter-sound relationships. Simultaneously, vocabulary building activities such as word puzzles and word association games contribute to expanding the child's vocabulary. Teachers can offer clear instructions for each suggested game, provide guidance on vocabulary strategies, and propose data tracking methods such as maintaining, again, a log and even a vocabulary journal. The expected results are around increased phonics skills and a broader, more diverse vocabulary for the student. Fostering overall language development too in an at-home learning environment. Effective communication and ongoing support between the teachers and the parents are emphasized for the successful implementation of both of these strategies. I wanted to thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope that you were able to gain a better understanding of different reading remediation strategies and maybe even gained a couple ideas that you can implement for grades 6 through 8. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week.